is Liezl from Liezl's Books, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm just a girl who likes reading romance, fantasy romance, paranormal romance, any kind of genre of romance in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I also hope watching my videos can make your day just a little bit brighter. Today's video is going to be my February end of the month wrap up. I'm going to talk about all the books that I read in the second half of February. In case you're curious to know what I read in the first half of February, I'll leave my mid-month wrap up down below in the description box. I read 21 books in the second half of February. I'm going to go through them fairly quickly. It's Only Love. It's an MM romance, brother's best friend, like in Dean. It was very sweet. 4 stars. I binge read the Silver Spring series by L. Carlson. It's a romantic suspense small town romance series. The first book is a younger sister's best friend romance. Marriage of Convenience. 4 stars. Silver Secrets is about another guy in their friend group whose wife and son died in a tragic accident, and he gets his romance with the doctor in town. The doctor in town is also hiding a few secrets. She also has scars from her past. 4 stars. Silver Sanctuary. It's a fake engagement romance between one of the guys in their friend group and a single mom. 4 stars. Silver Shadows. It's a best friend's younger sister romance. It's one of the guys in the friend group who's secretly dating his best friend's younger sister. 4 stars. Those 2 words. It's a single dad, second chance romance. We follow Patrick and Johanna. Johanna and Patrick has known each other for forever, for all their lives. Their fathers are best friends, and they opened a restaurant together in their small town. And something happened romantically between Johanna and Patrick. They secretly had feelings for each other, but all of a sudden Johanna left town and Patrick didn't know why. Years later, Johanna comes back to the restaurant as a favor to her father, and they have to confront why she left and get the restaurant back to where it was supposed to be. 4 stars. Just One Moment. We're following Graham and Quinn. Graham is Patrick's younger brother, and it's a fake dating romance. Quinn is the baker in town, and Graham needs a date for his ex-girlfriend's wedding, who is getting married to his cousin. So Graham asked Quinn to be his fake girlfriend, and I love this book. I gave it 5 stars. Graham is so tender-hearted, and I'm glad he found Quinn, because Quinn appreciated Graham for who Graham truly is. Quinn made Graham see that, and Graham gave Quinn a sense of belonging she never felt before. All We Need. We're following Booth. he gets his romance with the restaurant's new owner, Alessandra. 5 stars also. Really liked Alessandra and Booth's banter and the side plot going on with Alessandra's background. She is adopted. She came to town to find out about her birth parents, and although she has really great adopted parents, she wants to learn about her adopted parents. Hour-long days, Florence, Patrick, Dexter, and Booth's younger sister, and it's a best friend younger sister romance. Dexter is Patrick's best friend, and Dexter hires Florence to be his secretary at his ranch, and it's their romance, and I really like the representation in this book. Dexter is hard of hearing. He wears a hearing aid, and Florence has ADHD. I give this book 5 stars. Stranded, thanks to the Bestie book reviews, and this is about Dakota, who was on a plane with her father at 13, and the plane got struck down, and her father was only with her for 2 months, but before he died, he taught her everything he knew, and she spends 15 years on this island. She is now 28. She talks to a rock. There's a lemur. There's another plane crash with 3 guys, and she just watches them. She doesn't make herself known, but she helps them on their stay in the island. Like, she prepares food for them, but she has to decide if she's gonna make herself known to the guys or not. And it's her romance with the 3 guys that are stuck on this island. And I really liked book 1. I give a 5 star. Book 2, Hunted, I gave 4 stars. It was still really good, but I just kind of lost a little interest when they got off the island. The audiobooks for this duet was really great. Whisper Sweet Nothings. It's the final book in Laura Pavlov's small town romance series. It's a single dad age gap nanny romance. We're following Archer and Winnie. I just love this book so much. I loved how Archer kept fighting his feelings for Winnie, and how Winnie bonded with Melody and their relationship. How Winnie was an author, and all the women in Archer's family loved Winnie's books. This book was just adorable, and I loved that we finally figured out who wrote the Taylor T. 5 stars. Then I read season 3 of the Criminal Intention series. I listened to the first book on audio. Gently Come Knocking, Sanjay and Malcolm, and it's like CSI, but make it queer, and I give that book 5 stars. The audiobook was great, but then because of the cliffhanger in Gently Come Knocking, I had to know what happened in a certain plot line, so I read And So We See Darkly and Like a Lion, which I also gave 5 stars for both, by D.D. Prince, also because of the Bestie book review. We're following Tyson, who is a rabbit alpha shifter who saved Ivy, who had a car crash on his property, and Tyson decides Ivy is his mate, and I gave that book 4 stars. I really enjoyed the audiobook. Twisted, which is about Mason, an alpha from Tyson's pack, and Amelia, Ivy's sister. If you read the first book, you'll know that Tyson and Mason had kind of had a point of contention because Mason was so attracted to Ivy's scent, and Tyson didn't like that Mason was going after his mate. But when he scented Amelia in the second book, he figured out that Amelia is his mate and not Ivy, and it's their romance, and I give this book 5 stars. Ranger, the third book in Only James Jericho Boy series. It's a suspenseful romance with vigilantes. This book has Daddy Kink, age gap. They're both lawyers. And I give this book 4 stars. And I had an arc of Across the Vanishing Sky. We're following Brayden and Dex. Brayden moved to this small town because she wanted to figure out what happened to her best friend. Her best friend disappeared while they're on their hiking trail, and she needs Dex's help, and that's all I can say. I don't want to spoil the book. I highly suggest the audiobook. The audiobook was so well done. It's told in duet narration. There are multiple voices because each of Dexter's brothers have their own narrator voicing them, so it's told in duet narration. It was great. I highly recommend the audiobook. Sworn and Deceit. This is a forced marriage romance with Elias and Lena. Lena thought that he was just a friend of the family, but it turns out Elias has nefarious reasons for getting close to the Andersons, and Elias forces Lena to marry him, and she has no choice but to agree because of her certain situations, and I give this book 4 stars. The last book I read is also an arc, and I can't say too much about this book, but it's a fake dating romance. It's No Place Like You. It's the second book in the Oak Sister series. We're following Fable and Theo, and their romance was just so sweet and adorable. I still liked book 1 better, Give Me Butterflies, but No Place Like You is a great addition to the series. Those are all the books that I read in the second half of February. Please let me know, what did you read for the second half of February? I would love to know. And have you read any of these books before? Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. That would mean the world to me, and I'll see you Friday. Bye.